Welcome back, folks, to the oak floor series project. I've gotten a little brief window in time here with the weather changing. It's kind of gotten nice again, so I received the part that I was waiting for. It's an electromagnetic brake. It's a factory built part for this application. So you can either run it by hand with the brake up top here. What it is, there's a spring-loaded mechanism inside there that squishes a plate that holds the back of the motor shut. So that's disengaged and that's engaged. I'm gonna run it electronically. So what that does is, what you do is, these are the terminals that connect to the magnetic thing in there. So what it does, it works both ways, positive and negative in reverse polarity. So I'll put that on, gets a couple wires wired up there and get them on the solenoid here. Get that going. And then we will try and address why this thing won't cut straight. So we've solved the drifting issue now on the sawmill. I've ran a couple little tests here and still not cutting straight. So I kind of did a little more investigation on it, and it seems that a bearing in this hub here has some play in it. Not a crazy amount, but enough, so I'm going to pull that off and give it a check out. Here we have it out, folks. It's actually got more play than I really expected. That surprised me a bit. I don't know what that is, probably. I'll figure it out. It's got more play than I expected. It's 30, 40, 35 rather. There's 40 thou of play right across the face of that thing. So that's pretty significant, actually. That might actually be my problem. Hopefully this can get tired looking for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disassemble this hub, check the bearings, see what I think of them, and go from there. We're gonna pull this apart here and see if the bearings are shot or if they're just worn and need to be adjusted. Looks bad on it. It's mean that it looks fine to me. I'm just going to go ahead and put this back together. I'm going to go ahead and pack some grease in there while I'm here. So I got this 100-year-old grease. Now it says suitable for every application on your vehicle, so it's bound to be good for Sawmill then. Never really seen that before. It's kind of like a plunger type thing you can squish down and get grease to come up the hole. I know last time I did this, I had to take it apart probably 5 different times to try and get the tension set right on it. Maybe not tension, the clearance set on it. So what I'm doing here, I don't know if it's right or wrong, but that's how I've done them. I set it good and tight, and then I back it off. Oh, I don't know. A quarter of a turn or so. Do a little experiment here. We're gonna read the clear or the play in this thing. So right now we're at about a 10 to 15. So we're gonna set her there, and we'll mount her up and give her a whirl. This here is just kind of another safety measure. What it is just a jam nut. Simply just tighten it against the other nut there, and it gives it a little extra security. Alright, let's mount this up. One thing I'm going to try doing here is before I start her up, I'm going to pop this grease zerk out of here, and then that way it can run. And if it overheats, it's overheating because of friction and heat in the bearing, and not from too much grease and pressure and stuff like that. And then once it's that way, I can make an accurate determination of if it's getting hot for a certain reason or another. Come on. There we go. Popped her out. We'll put that somewhere safe. We'll lift the saw up and light her up and see how it runs. Alrighty folks, that'll be enough for today. I got the blade mounted on there again. I got the bearings re-greased. So, next video, I'm going to see if she'll cut straight again. Stay tuned.